โหลครับ
ออกไปไม่ได้เลยนะสายGood evening, Thailand and Asia. Good afternoon, Europe. And good morning, America. It is a pleasure for me to be here today to launch the brand Really, Really Cool application to the world. Many of you have asked me, why are we launching this particular application today? Given the fact that the whole world currently is going through a dilemma with the COVID-19 virus and something that which is actually causing the whole world to talk in the same language. We're talking about lockdown, we're talking about death, we're talking about people being ill, and we're talking about something that will result in an economic disaster, actually, if this continues much longer. But before we begin, I'd like to explain and I'd like to thank first my team and my partners around the world in Canada, the Guest Logics, Robin Hopper, and our friend David Palmery, and the whole team that's been working days and night actually, trying to get this up and running. The purpose of launching today is because we believe Really Cool is part of a global community. What are we looking at is actually the post-coronavirus. We like to plan ahead for the future as well. We do believe that the virus is not going to be here forever, but we also believe that a lot of people will suffer, especially the SMEs around the world, including Thailand. Currently, right now, because of all these locking down, many people are suffering. What we are hoping for is to be able to assist the SMEs around the world to make sure that once this is over, there's a route for them to succeed as well. And therefore, it is very important for me today to acknowledge the fact that we have to plan. Unless we plan for the future, when it comes, it's going to be so late, and more people is going to suffer, and they see no light for going forward at all. So hopefully, Really, Really Cool is just a small part in helping to open the eyes that we do have to plan for the future. And the following presentations that we're going to be doing is actually going to show you how are we going to do it and what represents us. In the beginning, we believe that Really Cool is going to be an application that's going to be launched with a big fanfare, with a big event. But today, given the fact that we are believing in social distancing, there's only few of us here in the studio today, and we are launching for the first time probably in Asia, a brand from Facebook Live in terms of presentation. So, the following presentation now will take you through the thinking that we've got and how we make it happen and how we can help the SMEs around the world. Whether you're going to be in Boston, there's lots of my friends in Boston, in New York City, in Los Angeles, in Italy, in Japan, in Hong Kong, in Thailand, or even in Australia, New Zealand, Africa. We believe we can help you. And of course, the Middle East as well. So let me go through this with you now in terms of what we do. We believe in experiences. The experiences begin at a very young age. And that's what people yearn for when it comes to travel or even staying at home. Everybody has a purpose. And experiences is one of the key factors that drive the people to move around the world too, as well as staying home and enjoying themselves. We believe also that the experiences drive opportunities for businesses around the world, given the fact that not only in Thailand, but it's everywhere. You can talk about the shark experiences. You don't want to go there. I don't want to be in the mouth of the shark, but I'm just saying that you can actually see them swim. Or you can be in Paris or in Sydney. You can be around Nice, Monte Carlo, in Japan, and it goes on and on and on and on. You can see that these are familiar pictures of the experiences been driving people to travel and enjoy the world. And we have successfully put together an application that provides the ability for people to go there. In fact, we are already covering 150 countries around the world with over 500,000 products and services which can be used and enjoyed both at home or abroad. Then the question asks, okay, that seems normal. What's your differentiation point? There's loads of applications and services already providing this sort of same thing. So why is this such a novelty for really, really cool? We believe we found a solution to make you understand that we have incorporated the artificial intelligence and machine learnings, whether it's weather, whether it's location, whether it's transportation mode, or even time, into one. In other words, what we have done is to be able to utilize all these information to provide the consumers with an experience which is quite unique. For example, if you're going to have an experience and the weather's bad, the machine will tell you to give you alternative. Or whether you're in that particular location, or whether you're coming through flights, or even at any time of day that you require to have these services around the world, it does provide you. In other words, it's really a pure personalization of who you are. And that's the reason why you become cool when it's you who have the experiences. In other words, if you have your friend next door to you in the same location, the experiences that is provided to you may not be the same because you two are different. And therefore, we bring to you our application, really, really cool, and the slogan is, cool things become you. If you have not yet downloaded this application on App Store or the Google Play, you are now able to do so. Please do that while I speak so that you can try this product out. That was initial idea of the launch. However, because of this particular crazy virus rampant across the world today and show no sign yet of receding, we had to think a little bit different. And we had to go a little bit deeper in terms of how this application, which actually designed for the consumers, now, at this period in time, are made for the suppliers as well. Because we are part of the global community now, we do not have to be applicable only to Thailand. We can apply this whole concept across the world. For example, you can prepare for post-coronavirus with the SMEs around the world to join us. At any location in time, I have friends in Rhode Island. He has, and his wife owns hotels in Nantucket or whatever. Hi, Adrian. You can actually be a part of our community as well. And it's all for free. The question is, it has to be cool. That's the only requirement. So you could be in Chicago, you could be in Los Angeles. If you can provide the services or plan while you're at home anyway to come up with these services or hospitality ideas, you can talk to us. I'm sure we can give you so much later. I'll give you some of the few things that's quite cool that we're currently providing anyways. Things that are different, things that's not so corporate, things that can be done in the small families, little things in your location, around your area, that you believe could be a nice service for the future travelers. Please contact us from anywhere in the world. We will help you. We believe what we're doing can trigger a point where other providers can do the same. And we hope they do. Because if the global community do not help each other, then we are in dire straits and in really deep trouble. In the future, we also believe in social distancing as well, in the near future anyways. What we are going to provide, and already engaged, is we provide the assistance for you to stay home without having to hoard toilet papers, tissues, or even food. Remember, the supplies have not changed. It's the fear that's causing the hoardings. Whether it's going to be grocery, whether it's going to be prescription or over-the-counter medicine, or even food delivery. This is going to happen in the very near future as well, so that it will assist you in making sure that you can be compliant towards the social distancing language. So in other words, with us and our partners, GuestLogix, we are incorporating the technology, the artificial intelligence, and the machine learning to actually into people's daily lives. And that's where we are today. But before I leave, I'd like to introduce you to my Chief Commercial Officer, Kun Pinyot Pibul Songgram, who will help to explain a little bit more in detail of what our application is all about. And after that, if there are any questions, you can write them down in the comments section, and we will try to answer you as much as we can, given the technology connectivity today. And again, I'd like to thank you all for listening for this moment. Please let Kun Pinyot come and talk about a little bit more in detail. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the introduction, and welcome everyone. Welcome to the live broadcast. I was actually looking at the monitor, and we have people literally from all parts of the globe joining this event tonight. Have some of my elementary school friends that I haven't spoken to in 30 odd years from Maryland joining in, some of our partners in New York. So I'd like to say hi to you guys, and also I'd like to say hello to our developer team over in Toronto. Will and Sarah, you guys did an amazing job with this application, and I'm going to go through it in just a few moments. But before I start, as Kun Pati said, so this time is really not the time to travel at the moment with what we have going on, but I like everyone to see that this app is actually a platform that will help the recovery process. It will help the travel industry and the tourism industry, who really have suffered a lot. I came from the airlines the last 15 years, so my heart really goes out to everyone, but especially to the travel industry. So you all can really use this platform. The SMEs can take advantage of this platform. I'll take you through it in a little while of how to do that. And definitely the travelers, you guys will definitely enjoy this, right? So getting into the demo, I was thinking of how to do this, and I actually had a conversation with one of my college friends, Mike Z. He's actually online as well. Hey Mike, how you doing? Miss you, man. So I'll share with you the conversation that I had with him, and share with you some of the really cool features that we have put into this app as we go along. Right. So I called my friend Mike up, and I said, look, I'm coming out with a travel app. It's an AI app. It has machine learning. It has over 500,000 activities you can choose from. It's really easy to use. And then he went quiet. Actually, he went quiet for a few seconds, and he said, that sounds really cool. And I told him that's exactly the name of the app. It's called Really Really Cool. So download it, right? And then we got to talking. He downloaded the app, and he said, you know what? After all this virus is over, he'd like to take his wife on a trip. But usually his wife plans all the trip, and he really has no say of where to go, what to do, and so forth. I think this is a universal truth in many of us. But so I said, you know what? Why don't we use this app to plan your trip? And that's exactly what we did. And I'll take you through that and to show you how it all works. Yeah. So after you download the app, you can download the app from in the iOS or in the Android, right? Just search Really Really Cool, and it will come up. So once you open the app, let me just get my screen up on here. Okay. So the logo is just that, Really Really Cool. Once you download, you open it up, and Mike and I actually went through this, and this was the conversation that we had. So once you open up the app, a few things happen. First, the app is, as Pati mentioned, it's an AI, it's machine learning. So number one, it's geolocation. So it knows exactly where you are. I'm in Bangkok now, so on the app you see it says, for you in Bangkok. If you're in Los Angeles, it will say for you in Los Angeles, in Paris, in Bali, in Tokyo, wherever in the world, over 150 countries, it will give you those activities. So that's number one. Number two, we are position ourselves as experience. So we offer experience. So definitely, as you scroll up and down, there's tons of experiences, right? You have the typical. So you have top-rated attractions, but then you also have very specific one like luxury and special occasions, shows, concerts, foods and drinks, classes and lessons, which I love, and we'll go through that in a little bit. So this is the second part. The third part is actually machine learning, and this is really what makes our app different from some of the other apps. So the more you search and the more you play, the app will actually know what you like and what you don't like. So I like extreme sports, so the more I'll search on that, next time I go into the app, it will serve up more of that type of activities wherever I go. If I go to Japan, it'll be more of the extreme sports in Japan. If I go to Dubai, it'll be extreme sports in Dubai. But yeah, so the more you play, the more the machine will actually learn. So then Mike and I went through this, and we said, okay, where would, you and your wife, you come to Thailand, what would you like to do? And he said, the Thai dance looks nice, right? And there's lots of stuff. There's Muay Thai, there's flower making, tons of different activities. But he said, let's try to book the Thai dance class. So we did. So we click on it. And this is the same format for all the activities. And what we like is, first, we know that when you're booking a tour or an activity, it's always good to see pictures, and you want those information that's important to you. So when you open up the activity, first you have a sort of like a gallery. So you know exactly what you're going to get. And we try to put like real pictures in. So you know exactly you're going to go to the dance studio, you will get to change into traditional Thai dress, right? And then it also has a description of your tours, how long it would take, what the price includes, and also all sorts of really, really good information that you need. The pickup points, and so forth. One thing I really, really like is the cancellation policy, because as we know, plans always change. So it's always good to have a very clear, to know the very clear policy of what is the cancellation policy they have. So for this particular tour, you can cancel, up to 24 hours. So this is fantastic. And of course, on the bottom has similar activities. But let's just say you do like this one. It looks good. And my friend Mike, he actually said, looks cool, looks good. You're happy with the price. There's a price on your bottom left-hand corner. Next, what you could do is check availability, right? And it has all the dates crossed out, that is booked. And you could just go onto the day that you want to attend. And he said he wanted to take his wife on this trip during the Christmas holiday. So we're looking somewhere in December. And mind you, this is actually a real live demo. I didn't pre-record this at all. So skip over to December. And let's just say middle of December, it'll be December 15th. You put in your date. And this is a feature that we put in that I love, because sometimes these tours, you have different times of day that they have it. So you can choose. You want the 1 o'clock class, the 3 o'clock, or the 5 o'clock, up to you. We'll choose one. Next. And then it will also ask, how many people are you going with, right? So we'll go 2 adults. And then this app, you can also definitely book and pay instantly. So you can book all your activities all from this one app, right? The next part, unfortunately, it is I have to use my credit card, so I don't want the world to see it, but okay. So I captured the screen. So after you select the date, you put in the information. It asks you for the credit card. It's very smart. It memorizes your card, right? And here's the number. I crossed it out. The first digit is a 4. If you guess the other, you can guess the other digits. You're fine. And then you get a thank you. You get an email, and that's it. So essentially, we just did a booking. It's very simple. The flows are very intuitive of one tour of a dance class, right? And then talk to Mike. He said, you know what? I want to fly to, while I'm in Thailand, I like to go see other parts of Thailand, maybe down south. I heard you have a nice beach. So we said, okay, let's see what's down south. And on the top, there's a bar where you can actually search. So one of the places that he liked to go was, he said, I've heard a lot about Phuket. Can you find me something cool in Phuket, right? And this I just want to show you because I think it's, I'm from Thailand. I go to Phuket maybe hundreds of times. I've never heard of this at all. Just to show you how dynamic and how cool this, some of these tours can be. I found this one. And it really like popped out. Magnesium flotation therapy. I didn't even know what that was, but it just sounded so cool. It sounded like something out of the Avenger, And I guess you suspend yourself on magnesium water, and it's supposed to make you feel better. So my buddy Mike said, okay, let's just go with that. So we made a booking. So now essentially what we have done is we've made 2 bookings in relatively short amount of time on the same app. We have not left to any other apps. And another feature, so now we have the activities for the flights, right? So at the moment, you cannot book the flights, but the flights will come later. But what you can do is you can actually input your flight in, and I'll show you what happens. There's a button in the front, halfway down, it says add the flight. I've added a few flights already just for interest of time. But I will add a flight to Phuket. So my friend will come to Thailand and then fly to Phuket, right? So we'll put in a Nok Air flight, yeah, to Phuket. Now let me show you. Let me show you what happens. Sorry, I was flying today, and the flight already took off. So okay, so we'll fly to Phuket. We booked the Thai class on the 16th, I think. So we'll fly to Phuket maybe on the 17th, for example. Right. So the system knows you're traveling from Bangkok, that's the airport code, to Phuket, and you just add the flight. And now it goes to the system. And this, to end it all up, the whole experience of the booking of the trip is the itinerary button. So now, and this is what I love. So now Mike can actually take the phone and confidently go up to his wife and say, look, I've got it, I've planned it all out. On the 15th, we have a flight to Bangkok. On the 16th, we have a Thai class at 3 p.m. You can actually click into it, and it'll show you what it is. Yep. Right? And then on the 17th, we take a flight to Phuket. we take a bath in the magnesium water, and then we fly back to Bangkok on the 20th. So essentially, in only a few minutes, we've planned the trip, we've booked, we've paid, all in one app, right? So that's fantastic. So that's the first thing I like to show you. It's a planner. It's machine learning. It learns what you like, right? Now, this is definitely a global app. So we have content in over 150 countries. I just like to share with you of some of my favorite. So sometimes people, we know what we want to do, right? And so we're led by experiences. Personally, I like to dive a lot, and I always wanted to go diving in Cape Town. And I'll tell you why in a second. So I search up Cape Town, and sure enough, Cape Town comes up. In 1 second, right? Cape Town comes up. Again, tons of activities in Cape Town, right? Let's just say now, I'm in Cape Town now, and I have a day free, right? And I love diving, and I know Cape Town has a lot of shark diving, cage diving. I like to do that. I want to search around if that exists. So I put in shark. And if you could see that the app generates, all the shark diving activities that are in Cape Town. So this is very cool. I'll just do another example. I like diving a lot and surfing, so we'll go with surfing. I heard Bali is great for surfing, but I don't know the schools. I don't know anyone there. So I land in Bali, and in the toolbar up top here, it says, what would you like to do? It's really simple. I want to surf. And then surf will come up. So all the surf schools. Just read around, pick the ones I like, yeah? So in terms of the traveler, these are some of the cool features that the app can do, right? Now, what I like to show is, and it's what Pati mentioned in the beginning, which is helping the SMEs. So yes, this virus will go away. Hopefully soon. I have a lot of faith in mankind that we could get over this relatively quickly. But we do need to help the tourism industry recover. So what we have done is, in this section here, if you could see, it says, for Bangkok, really cool top picks. So this is on the homepage of the app. It's your prime, we call it the prime real estate property on the app, right? This is where, if you have any cool experiences, send it to us. You could inbox it. You could comment on this live feed. You can email us, and we will put you right in this area, right? TikTok came out. Okay, yeah. So we'll put on this area for free, and because it's geolocation by city, so it's not. This is not. It won't be a Thailand experience. It's a Bangkok. It's a Chiang Rai, Chiang Mai, Phuket. It's a Paris experience. So it's a very specific location, which is good. That means we will drive the traffic right to you. Yeah. So those are some of the key features on the app. The planner, you can book and pay, right? Helping of the SMEs. So this is, I would call the first phase, and it's really amazing what the team over in Toronto, our programming team, has done. Really, really fantastic. And we will have something new coming up from time to time very soon. Yeah. That is the end of my demo portion. But of course, just like any event, we need to do a bit of giveaways, right? So hang on, I think I have some stuff to give away. Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. So just to see who's download the app, who's tried the app. So we have these very cool T-shirt. There's snow monsters. So this is a destination over in Sao in Japan. So we have, I think, about 10 or 20 of these. For those who have downloaded the app, capture the screen. Just search around what you like. Capture the screen of the cool activities that you like to do, and just send it over to our Facebook. And wherever in the world, we'll send this to you, right? This T-shirt. So you get one of these, yeah? And so having said that, I really hope you guys really enjoy the app that the team has done, that we have done, everything we put together. Enjoy the content. There's 500,000 content. I actually did the math, and if you search like 10 contents a day, you have enough content for like 100 years to read. Yeah. So a lot of content there. Number two, if you are a local business and you have some cool experiences or activities, please do send to us. We'll put them on our platform free of charge to help stimulate the economy back up again. Yeah. And thirdly, I'd like to thank our team and the developer once again for such a great job, and for everyone that's been watching today. And next, I'll ask Kun Pati to come back up again, just to answer a few questions and say a few final words. Pati.
Yes, in addition to the experiences we're talking about here, we're talking about restaurants as well,
Yeah.
food. A lot of restaurants are closed
Yes.
because of this, and I believe that we can actually assist, especially in New York City. Right now it's closed.
Yeah, a lot of places are shut down, right? I mean, even
I think we can help. As part of this community, I believe that we can really help in terms of putting your experiences and your restaurants or whatever into our application. Now, so whether you're in Thailand, คนไทยนะครับก็สามารถทำได้ in Middle East, in Dubai, or Abu Dhabi, or anywhere else around there, or in Europe, or even in Moscow, Russia, we can help you do that as well right now. So, are there any questions?
yeah, I think we have a few questions. Let me just. Okay. So we have a few questions, but I think we only have time for maybe like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So. The first one is how is our app different from some of the other apps out there that you can already book some activities as well?
Because our application, yes, because our application is rather new, and of course it's 2019 design. The machine learning and the artificial intelligence is actually what is comprised into this. So therefore, a little bit more advanced, it personalizes your experience very quickly as well.
Machine learning that is really the
That's right.
the
It's machine learning is a differentiation point.
yeah. Okay. The next one is the SMEs. How can they apply again to be on our platform?
Yes, they can contact us. We're going to provide you with a link whereby you can do this from anywhere in the world. I mean it, anywhere in the world. Let's just have a look at it, and we'll try to get it up as soon as we can. Prepare now for later use.
Exactly. Yeah. The last hotels and flights.
Right. This is only our first phase of launch of really, really cool. We do have a second launch globally again, which will include hotels and flights and other means of transportation as well. This will come much later, towards the end of the year, I think. But what we try to emphasize at the moment is focusing on the fact that we are the experience player, not only the logistics part for now. And so therefore, in the future, we'll incorporate all these things together to make it much better than it is today. Well, this is it for today. I tell you, I've done loads of presentations around the world. I've made tons of speeches across the globe, many times. But this is one of them that is, I find it most difficult because we are talking to cameras, not to people.
Literally, there's like no one here except us and maybe 1 or 2 other crew and
that's
3
it.
cameras.
So it is social distancing, even me standing quite far from him. Not the fact that he's got any virus on him. But we are working hard to go to the version 2 and 3 and 4. There are plenty more to do, but I believe that just for now, if you download our application and have a look at it and give us some feedback on what can be done or what would you like to see, and we'll certainly try to incorporate into the really, really cool application like this. But for now, from our side, Kun Pinyot and I, and also from our partners, Guest Logics, Robin, Dave, Sarah, Will, we'd like to say thank you again for spending time listening to us, and hopefully we can be part of this global community in looking forward to a better future post the virus that we're accomplish today. But for now, please stay safe, stay home, and stay away from the virus. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, yes. ขอบคุณมาก everyone.